In this little tutorial, we're going to quickly go through and use a tool called Conform tool in the Alias Studio product. It's a great tool to allow you to define a design for something and then reuse that design in different locations, conforming it to the shape of another shape. So we're going to start by just going ahead and grabbing this particular node right here, and so we're told, so that's going to be our target, and then we're going to tell it to go on this particular hull piece of the hull segment here on that surface. So we'll accept that location. And what's great about the tool is it automatically will take that object and allow you to position that. So we're going to go into the side view of the product, and where we want this is kind of down in this particular section of the hull shape itself. At this point in time in the design, we're still trying to figure out exactly what the overall shape is going to be. And so we don't have specific locations to put this. But if you'll notice, when I move this shape around, it is actually conforming to the surface itself, which is awesome. It just sort of like glue sticks to the surface itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into this particular location right here, which is good. And you notice that the shape now, instead of being flat like the original was, is actually this nice curve, which exactly follows the overall shape. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into my surfacing tools, and I'm going to tell it to intersect with the surface itself. So not only can we put that in there, but we can also start to do things with it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into this Conform tool, and you notice I'm back into the Conform tool now. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to elevate this so that when the design, so we're going to pull that back through the surface itself. You notice I can change its height from outside to inside, and we're just going to pull it back a little bit until this intersection line actually gets closer to where this end is at. Just pull it back a little bit. Not trying to get super accurate with this, just trying to get the basic concept of what we're looking for. What's great about this is as I cut that particular object, we'll actually have all the pieces to fill in the backside and the front side of that location. So we're done with that one. We're going to now do the same thing with one more. So we'll go back to this guy here, and so we're going to accept the target. We're going to put another portal onto this shape here, so that's my destination, and put that on the wrong side, so we delete that. Try that again. I'm going to put it on this guy right here. So that's over here, and we're going to put this one pretty close to the side, the other portal. I'm going to go to a side view, and that's about the right orientation I'm looking for. I want them to kind of point downwards a little bit, kind of the style that I'm looking for in the design itself. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to intersect that with this particular surface. Then we're going to go back into the history of how that's been placed on there, and then we're going to go ahead and elevate that guy so that he's into the surface a little bit. See how easy this is to manipulate and work with this? Wonderful tool. That's exactly where I'm looking for. So the next thing what I want to do is I want to take this particular surface and tell it to trim back. I want it to keep those two pieces, and then on the back side here I want to keep those two pieces and that piece. So we're really just going to divide these up into a whole bunch of pieces. Let's take a look at what we have now. So we do a random material color, surface color. So you notice that my actual portals are in here. We're going to end up having an extra piece back here which we're going to take out. So we don't need that piece there at the very base of it. So you notice that these two pieces, this blue color right here, these two pieces are together. We've got the window itself, and then we've got this particular piece, and just with a couple trim options, we'll have this all put together. Beautiful tool, great for being productively working with conceptual models.